So now I'm going to show you how to do the backwards loop cast on. For this cast on, you will need a bit of a tail, and then you will need to make a slip knot and put it on the needle in your right hand. I use my right index finger just to hold this loop in place. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold the yarn in a thumbs up position. So my 4 fingers are holding the yarn and my thumb is sticking up. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to scoop my thumb under the yarn so that it is, from my perspective, going around the left side of my thumb. Then I'm going to simply grab that loop with my needle point and slip it down, but not too tightly. So again, reset, thumb comes around the yarn, grab the yarn from off of the front of your thumb, and pull down. This cast on is really fast, which is why most people like it. However, it has some pretty obvious downsides, and now I'm going to show you what they are. For beginners especially, when you're not really good at tensioning your yarn yet or knowing how big or how tight to make your loops, when you knit back into these first cast on stitches, there's a real propensity for getting this really awkward strand between the stitches, which is because the backwards loop cast on doesn't offer much of a foundation row. So it's really not recommended for a large number of stitches to begin your project, which is sad because a lot of beginners like to use it because it's the easiest cast on to learn. But my recommendation is to save this cast on for when you need to cast on a few stitches in between pieces of already established knitting, like around the top of a thumb or for a buttonhole on a sweater. It's not the best for beginning your project. For that, I would recommend the cabled cast on or the long tail cast on. But this is what the backwards loop cast on looks like after you've knit into it. There's the little chained edge at the bottom. So that is the backwards loop cast on.